You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole, and OPETHians go to Perdition is the winner of the poll. Here it is, folks. This one is live at the Roundhouse Tapes, and you guys said this is the best live performance of this. We like to do things live on this channel, so we're gonna check it out. Here we go.
This one is called Ghost of Perdition.
Told you was the one to walk into the room, said you have to live before you die young.
They're so good at transitions.
Darkness by her side, spoken past her by, dedicated hunter, waits to pull asunder, rose up to its call, in to see her beloved son in despair was to know.
That was 10 minutes, apparently.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That just blew by.
The very first time when they were going through, because they started off really, really hard, which was awesome.
Yeah, they came in swinging.
They came in swinging, and I loved it. And then they slowed down, versus a lot of songs will come in slow and then have that bass drop or that
Yes.
growl
Yeah.
that comes in and takes over. They did that opposite, which I really liked. And it was a really
Totally.
unique... I'm sure other people have done it as well, but it was just a very unique...
That was very abrupt start.
Right? So I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how long had gone past before they started with the...
When they start like singing like that.
Yeah. When
Probably a good 3-4 minutes.
So I actually thought the song was about to end. Like, I thought it was coming down.
Right.
Right? And then you went, they have great transitions, because I know you heard, right?
Yeah,
so,
I know OPETH too much.
He knows OPETH. I don't.
Yeah.
And so when that started, and then he came in hard again, I was like, oh, it's still going.
Yeah.
So, but what was really interesting is it was like a second kind of part, like a different
It was.
play style, different like chorus.
Something
It
had
was
happened.
super heavy. So it was going from part 1 to part 2, you know, and then having that thing happen. I didn't catch a lot of lyrics. I'm going to be honest. I was focusing a lot on the music and what was going on.
I think it's about a mom getting possessed and then the kid having to like see it go down or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know that at one point they were talking about a king,
A king.
but I couldn't remember, but I don't know.
That's fair enough.
Like they had mentioned like a king or something. And as soon as I hear it again or see the name again, it'll be right there. But it was one that stuck out to me from like mythology or something.
Okay, nice.
Or I completely misheard it. But
I mean, Ghost of Perdition is like an entity down there ready to take you down.
It was that kind of thing. And what was really cool about it that I really liked is when you mentioned, like, because they have phenomenal transitions.
That's insane.
Just like absolutely phenomenal transitions. And then that at the end, at that final piece when they're playing, they actually overlaid the hi, yeah, with the second chorus, and they overlaid them like a sandwich together.
What you wanted at the end.
I was like, oh my god, so you got like the both worlds, and it was just like a replay of the story that they were telling through the music. And so
in full circle, right?
And in full circle. And so that was something that stood out to me that I loved, because I was really hoping they were going to do it. I had my angry sour face, which means I was really paying attention. That is my thinking face. It's very unfortunate. And
I just like it.
Everyone's like, oh my god, she hates it. And I'm like, no, I love it.
No, she loves OPETH, and this song is completely up.
My eyebrows actually started hurting a little bit, which makes me know that I really enjoyed it.
Good.
But
the headache test.
The headache test. And
good luck at a concert.
There are a couple reasons I haven't gone to a concert. One, I'm broke.
Yeah. And would you make it?
Would I make it through the concert, or would I just like sit there in front of the speaker, just like unable to move?
And everyone stood out too, and the bassist really was coming in. I love their bassist.
So I love how he had that metal bar on his bass when he was picking.
Oh,
I don't know what it's for.
Right.
But his picking was so like.
He just goes in. It just goes in.
So good.
Yeah, that's Ghost of Perdition. One of the sickest breakdowns. The dun, dun, one of my favorite moments in music history, because that was like Ghost of Perdition for me was the song that introduced me to OPETH. On first listen, it just instantly hooked me, and I was like, "Oh, there's music like this. This is amazing." Because I hadn't given growling a chance, and OPETH's the band that got me into growling itself, because I at least could semi understand Mikhail. And he's just an amazing thinker, and every band needs their genius, and they got it with him. Oh man, do they ever.
Something else I wanted to mention as well is when the drummer, as you're mentioning the bassist, the drummer, there was a moment where I was like with his beat and he just stopped. And you would mention like a Pied Piper moment. Yeah. And I just had to call that one out for just how good it was.
Right.
Because that was, as I was thinking through the song, that was one of the moments that like caught my attention. It was like, as I was getting comfortable in the moment with the music, being like, okay, this is good. Like I'm jamming, this is amazing. And I was getting really into the percussion and the drummer and what he was doing in that moment.
Right.
And then he just stopped. And then it was just the guitars, and I think even the keyboardist stopped, and it was just like that, as you said, that Pied Piper kind of movement.
I know the part you're talking about. Believe me,
it was so good. And you'll see my expression when you but
watch
it was
again.
That was so good. I really love that one. I just had to mention it before.
Well, totally, because it does stick out, and like at the end, like you said, and then the crescendos at the very end after that moment, after he brings you in, right?
Layered it all in together, so he was like preparing you to be dragged into this
to epicness that you won't leave because you can't.
It's like, you're not leaving now.
We
now
got
that I got you. You're here.
But there's some good music down there at least.
So, loved it. Absolutely loved it.
That's great to hear, and definitely let us know what your next favorite request for OPETH will be. We'll kind of see what the top ones are and throw a poll up to really see what you guys want. And please let us know if you would prefer us to check out an OPETH song studio, because at least we've done 2 or 3 of them live now, and it would still be good to see what a studio is, because I must admit their studio stuff is impeccable, because they just perform it very well, and it would just be nice to also see that side, because it is kind of 2 sides of a band, is seeing what their studio and their live stuff is. But I always thought OPETH was a live reacting band. So I'm actually surprised, guys, with some of the comments that want us to see the studio, and that's still fine because I love the studio. But I was actually surprised because I always thought it was a live reacting band too. So that's awesome. Let us know what you want with that. If you want to chat with us outside of YouTube, you can check out our Discord. We're getting a lot of cool concert pics on that. If you want to get your own reaction done, you can check out our Patreon, and we got 3 tiers there for you guys to check out. You guys have been the best, though. Opethians, thank you guys for joining us today. Like this video. Comment down again what your favorite song is so we can know what to throw up on the poll. And you guys have been the best.
Thank you so much. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
A special thanks goes out to all of our wonderful patrons. We appreciate you so much.